Here we are again. You are listening to the Organizational Excellence Podcast. This is Kevin Johnson of Leverage Consulting, and today we're going to talk about proactive management of our clients and customers. This is going to be a little bit different in the sense that I want you to participate in this one. I want you to find something to write with, pen, paper, whatever it is that you're going to use, and on the paper in front of you, I want you to draw a circle, and I want you to write in the middle of that circle, client or patient. And then I want you to draw another circle to the right of that. And inside that circle, I want you to write me being proactive. Draw a line from the client or patient over to you being proactive, and it moves in that direction, so you'd be drawing an arrow to the right. Then to the left of client or patient, I want you to draw another circle that says me being reactive, and then a line or an arrow going from you being reactive to that client or patient. So you'll see a natural progression from the left to the right. This is somewhat of a graphical representation of where we can diagnose client and business relationships. When you go back and you look at your individual relationship with your clients, patients, what have you, is you may be able to go back and look at them one by one, and you need to really start asking yourself, am I the one that's leading this engagement, or is my patient or customer leading this engagement? So it doesn't matter if you have an oral surgery office, a dental office, you're a home builder, you're a lawyer, any service-related type industry. Am I the one that's leading this engagement or this relationship, or am I allowing them to do it? You can start diagnosing this at times where you start seeing your patient or customer who asks thousands of questions. They come in, they're asking you a lot of questions about the engagement. They're asking you a lot of questions about outcomes. They're questioning everything that you do. They're coming armed with tons of questions. They're coming in with all of their Google foo, meaning everything that they have done overnight, and now they're armed with all these questions, really prepared to tell you how to do your job. I'm sure maybe one or two of you have been in that position before where your client or your patient is telling you how to do your job. And that right there is a clear example of where we're allowing them to manage this relationship or engagement. And then if we look to the right, you have to start looking at, are they typically taking my lead? Am I the one that's typically leading them towards what needs to happen? Now, mind you, every client, patient is going to have some type of question throughout the engagement, and it is our role to answer their questions and help them connect the dots or see the big picture or any number of things. But we need to be the one driving the bus consistently. And it oftentimes comes down to being assertive, having good systems, and having good scripting. If we're finding ourselves constantly being reactive, you will constantly feel like a firefighter. You will constantly feel like it's never good enough. Whereas if you take the time, and if you even want to create yourself a little graphic or go steal something online, is sometimes having a reset button or using a particular phone call or a particular face-to-face meeting to where you can hit the reset button with your client. Don't leave it to an email or a text message, because that's not going to work. If anything, it might throw gas on the fire. However, if you use a face-to-face interaction or a phone call to help reset this relationship, and you may have to, with each engagement, find your way to do it. However, the three ingredients that you're going to need, either to set it right from the beginning or to reset it moving forward, is the assertiveness to accomplish the goal, which is you leading the client or patient. The second one is good scripting, and good scripting comes from good systems. So there's something to go back and reevaluate the engagement that you have with each one of your customers or your patients, and there are three ways for you to go back, and once you've reevaluated it, if you think it has room for improvement, those are essentially the three ways you're going to do so. So that is your Organizational Excellence Podcast for today. I hope you're able to take that and manage your relationships and your engagements better moving forward.